from year one to now?
From my what?
From year one to now, maturity-wise?
Just understand the game a lot better. Game's gotten easier for me. And, just having a different seat on the bus. Really being focused and locked in, understanding, what it takes to win, how hard it is to win, and, the daily process of trying to be great.
What about Arizona's legacy at the guard position do you try to live up to, and how much do you take away from guys that maybe come back and like the Bibbies and guys like that come back and try to share advice with you?
I mean, those are all great, tremendous players. They've all put in their work here and, left a great legacy behind them. I'm just focused on trying to be the best player I can be for this program and for this basketball team and this university. So, to play in a place that has such great tradition of great guards definitely makes you want to live up to that.
You literally have a different seat on the bus? I mean, because, don't the veterans sit up front more or something, or does that happen? No?
As far as,
when you're riding the bus,
we sit where we want, but as far as leading this team to go in the right direction, you're...
I thought there was something, too, where sometimes the older guys and the coaches will sit up front, or no? With players, does it matter at all?
Nah, sit where you want.
What's been the key to you? I mean, I'm looking at all of your offensive stats in 3 years, and obviously field goal percentage right now shooting above 53%. That's a 7% increase from last year. Obviously, you're taking less shots, you're making more shots. What's been the biggest change in your opinion offensively?
Nothing changed. I think I just I got the start from the beginning, and God forbid anything happen now. But I've played all the way through this season, which is great. And I think ever since I came here, I think I've been one of the best players in the country at doing more with less shots and being efficient and doing it in a great way. So I think that I've lived up to that my whole career of playing here. So I think I'm just continuing to get better as a basketball player, continuing to learn, continuing to grow. And the game is slowing down for me, being able to make reads and make the game feel easier for me.
What's the one level you think you can improve at the most from now to the end of the season?
I think I can just be a lot more consistent on defense, not having lapses. Sometimes when you play heavy minutes and you log a lot of time, you don't get a breather, you can tend to stand up, you get tired, and lose focus. So I think that's just kind of where I got to be at my best and kind of playing through fatigue. But that's where your leadership has to come in. You have to set an example for everybody else.
Yeah, does it feel kind of weird for you? Here you are entering February, haven't missed a game for once. Does it affect your conditioning?
When you play 2 games in 3 days, the second one can definitely get to you if you're playing logging heavy minutes and stuff like that. But I'm never going to complain that I'm getting to play basketball after having it taken away from me. So it's a blessing. I love the game, so I won't complain.
What did you think of Duson's last shot last week or on Saturday? Essentially sealed the win for you guys. I'm
happy and winning for his being his safety, because if it didn't, boy, it would have been a long day talking a locker room. I don't know. It wouldn't have been good. But big nuts for that guy to take that and it to go in. I'll say that.
Did you see Coach Miller's reaction to that?
Yeah, it was ugly. He wasn't feeling it at all. But we'll take it.
Parker said that it was because he thought that Dusan maybe got fouled as he was getting in position or something.
For what, Dusan?
Yeah, before he took that three.
No, he was upset because Deandre was actually open. We ran a high-low play, and Dusan traded high, and it was supposed to go over the top to Deandre, and he couldn't believe it that he shot it. So I don't think anybody was really expecting that.
What does that speak to Dusan's confidence from Colorado, where he was missing a bunch of 1-2 footers to taking a big shot like that?
I think what he said was I was already 2 for 2, so why not? So the fact that he shot it, had great confidence is great, and we're really happy that it went in. That was a very we were living right on that one, I guess you'll say.
Do you see that in him? You've been around him for a while. Does he seem like a different guy out there, confidence-wise, and just?
I think he's always been able to score the ball back to his basket and do things offensively. I think it's another guy that has moved up the depth chart and allowing him to be able to do some more things, and he's taking advantage of it. So we understand what he brings to our team, and you know, he's really good for us, so we have to utilize him the right way. And when he plays confident and, you know, makes aggressive plays, he's a good player.
Can you explain the 10-4 program?
Yeah, it's a summer program. It's basically where we start and we go through conditioning and start our training to get ready for the season. It's our preseason stuff, and something we really pride ourselves in.
What are sort of some of the principles in that? That are sort of
Principles is in
that are drilled into you when you're training.
Fighting through fatigue, being able to play, being able to finish the last war of the game. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I won't speak too much about what we're all doing in those times.
Coach talked about the fact this team, he said, has a lot of peaks and valleys. I guess he was just referring to kind of keeping the consistency going. You guys get a big lead, kind of fall off a little bit, then rebound again, and then, you know, the lead back, win a game, whatever. What do you guys have to do heading into the tournament to kind of maybe?
Things have to be more consistent overall, from the start of games to us getting off to better starts sometimes, and then sometimes we get off to great starts. Our bench comes in and they don't keep the same energy and stuff like that. So I think it's across the board, having to be more consistent on a game-through-game basis and throughout the game.
You mentioned this before, but if you can narrow it down to just one thought in terms of why you came back this year, what would that be?
One reason why I came back to school? Well, the opportunity that presented itself of playing here for one more year and having a chance to play for such a great program and having a chance to compete for the top prize in college basketball, which not everybody that comes back to school has a realistic chance of being able to do that. So, and then having a lot of trust and faith in Coach Miller, understanding that I wanted to leave on a good note, you know, after everything that happened. And I wanted to play a full season. I wanted to feel what it was like to, you know, be able to play from start to finish and kind of, you know, be successful, have success here, and hopefully leave a great legacy behind from the way I played individually and what I was able to accomplish here with my teammates.
Would you say this is probably your favorite road trip, just because you're from Seattle? And
it's a great road trip. It's a long one, though. You know, we're there from Wednesday to Tuesday to Saturday. You know, it's the furthest trip for us. But it's great being able to go back and play in, basically where basketball started for me. You know, so, and a lot of friends and people will be there to see me that I don't get to see very often. So I'll have great support there. That's always fun.
what about, like, you know, you said you know basketball started there for you. I don't know if you ever play in Crawford's.
Yeah, actually we're not allowed to play in that. So because of NCAA stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But that's very close with him, and you know, a lot of those NBA guys out there were all a really close, tight-knit group. But that's something I'll do whenever I leave here.
What do you think it means to Coach Romar to have the chance to go back to Seattle and play against the Huskies?
I think it's great, you know, to have a nice reunion. I'm sure he'll get a very warm welcoming for, you know, everything he accomplished there and how much he means to that program, what he was able to do for that time he was there. I know that goes back to when I was a little kid and you know, getting into basketball. So he's well respected, and I'm sure he's excited for the homecoming.
What's your relationship like with Romar, because you guys have that in common as well?
Oh, it's great. You know, he speaks to me about not just basketball, but life in general. And then he's always, you know, talking to me about little things in basketball. Maybe not about making a shot or making this play, that play, just little things that, you know, between me and him help me understand the game better and, you know, kind of take a look at, kind of get a good look at myself of how I'm doing or how I look out there.
Yeah, because didn't you go to his camp and you were like 6 or 7? I mean,
Yeah, I started off going to his basketball camps. Yeah, I was winning every award there. He'll ask him.
Is there anything about him from those early, the first couple times you went, or do you think he was great, or was he hard on you, or?
No, I mean he was great. He's the one that hands out awards, so they kept calling my name because I was winning every award. He was like, man, why is this kid? Every time I go sit back down, I'd be coming right back up to get another one. So he's like, man, what the heck? But yeah, and he kept his eye out on me as I continued to play basketball, and you know, he had a great relationship because he recruited me. So he's kind of watched me blossom into the person and basketball player I became today.
Do you have a hard time for not committing to Washington?
No, he hasn't. But he always said, I wish I could have coached you, and I'm glad that now, somehow, you know, God works in mysterious ways, that it's a blessing to be able to have that chance finally, you know.
Yeah, when did he offer you a scholarship, like, what, not 8th, 9th grade finally, or when did you?
I'm not quite sure when it was, but he's been following me for a long time. Watched me play all throughout middle school, high school, stuff like that. So we go way back, probably before any other college coach.
Thanks, Alonzo.
Thanks.
Thanks, Alonzo.